Good Saturday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine age YouTube channel that talks about my cars and trucks and SUVs and the dogs and my addictions and all that crazy stuff. Wow. Saturday morning there for anybody watching my channel. Not usually doing really Saturday morning conversations, but with all the craziness going on in my life right now with the constant addiction of buying something, I thought I'd just go ahead and make another video because today is another day about going and buying something, right? Wow. Or is another day is saying to myself, buyer's remorse. Yeah, wow, I tell you, man, this is really more of a challenging decision I've had lately on buying yet another thing, material thing that is, being a motorcycle. And I just, in some ways, think it's a mistake. In other ways, I think it's the right decision because I just have too many. If you come to my shop here, you'll see all the motorcycles I have. I mean, I just have really way too many motorcycles, way too many cars. I mean, does anybody know these conversations? Anybody relate with this? And I've got a whole collection of Harleys right here, and Indians. And wow, look at the Fast Johnny. Is this a cool motorcycle or what? And look at the CVO Limited I picked up. Is this a really nice motorcycle? It is. But yet here I am on another adventure of letting go this motorcycle and this motorcycle for the new CVO Street Glide. Some aspects. Maybe cooler to get the Road Glide, really, but I've got a Road Glide. And I got a lower ST, lowrider ST, and I got the Street Bob, and I got the Indian. And the thing is, this Indian right here really outrides all these motorcycles. So why the hell do I need to go get another fancier motorcycle when these here are plenty enough? I don't know. It just gets too complicated in my life because the deals go down when in so many aspects I wish they didn't go down. Hey there, Scotty boy, but now the project is I got so many work things going on, and I get the garbage. I got so much garbage. I was at here last weekend, so I got to get the garbage. So I got to get my Jeep Wagoneer. Oh my gosh, just the project. Are you crying for me yet? Yeah, and what trailer? What do I take to get the freaking new bike? It's literally close to 2 hours away from here. That's a whole other project. They're just loading up the motorcycle. So what a freaking day. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess all I can say is stay tuned for the adventures today. And do I actually go through with the deal? I do it. I mean, just part of me says, nah, walk. I don't know. I'm still thinking about this just for anybody who's watching my channel. So stay tuned as the day progresses. And once again, do I wake up this morning? I really told the guys yesterday, I'd really just rather sleep on it. And when I wake up, come to closure, I think it's the right decision. And so anyways, stay tuned. Do I pull the trigger on the brand new 2023 CVO? I can so calm and say, hey, I'm out. It's like they're going to be crying over that, being that other people will jump on that deal as soon as I say that word. All right, so time to go to the dump. Time to Jeep Wagoneer, and stay tuned. Oh, here we go. We got trace of a dog being in my garage. And my kid's playing Miss Innocent over there. Yeah, she stepped in this and she cleaned it up. She's trying to act like, I have no idea. Oh, the adventure. Hey, we're taking the Ram 3500. Oh, she gets a kick out of this stuff. Oh, the beauty of the trash run when you miss a weekend. Isn't it just incredible how much trash? The trash we create. You get the money, baby? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's going to fall out in the back, I think. Do you think it's going to fall out?
I don't know.
I think that right there is going to fall out. You need to reposition that.
Where?
Put it up front. Just put it up closer up here. I don't want to be picking up stuff off the road. Oh, it's the challenges. The challenges. It's all it ever is. Stay. I got to go to work. I got to get trash. I got to go to work. Then I got to get back home. And yikes. I mean, come on, man. Is it crazy? It's crazy. Is it really, really worth it?
No.
Yeah, I know. Kid's like, no. Just a bike that much batter ass.
Here you go.
Just hold on, dude. And, all right, here we go. Yeah, now the kid's like, hey, Dad, you don't want to get the new motorcycle? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. is it really worth the all the work and aggravation to go get that freaking thing today? Yeah. But the thing is, I mean, the catch-22 is.
Harley will deliver to you and take your trades away.
Well, okay, yeah, all right. Well, yeah, they know I have a trailer. The deal that wasn't part of the deal. I mean, sure, if they knew I didn't have a trailer, they'd probably be like, well, but you know, keep in mind, this dealership's not. People think this dealership's greedy, but they're not. They're a volume dealership. The dealership does not charge setup and freight. Don't charge administration fees. Now, I mean, all sincereness, to me, find a Harley Davidson dealership that has a CVO out there. They're out there, but there's not many. They're not going to try to get a bunch of money out of these things.
Don't you think this will be like the Bronco, where you're so special to get one, and then everyone has one?
No, that's not true. I mean, the CVO product line is just not being mass produced anymore. So the pluses are they're giving me a good amount of money for my trades, and that, when the fall comes, that'll all change because it's the winter months up here, and they're not going to want to be holding on to expensive inventory. So, and people aren't buying bikes in November, December. People typically aren't buying bikes January, so that's factored in. So, on the plus side, they're giving me some pretty good trade numbers considering the market. And they're giving me a deal on the bike. And then you just have to scratch your head. I mean, sincerely, if that other person didn't pull out of the deal, then, this wouldn't even be going on. So that part of me is like, why did that happen? And then why was I up in that area yesterday? I mean, think this through. Why was I up in Bel Air, Maryland yesterday when I was supposed to be up there Thursday? And then, that uniqueness played out on Thursday of meeting my friend. And so now this plays out. Yeah.
By the way, I think the fee is actually $8.
Say what?
The fee, I think, is $8.
Yeah, whatever. I usually give them $10, whatever. I usually have a $10 bill and give them that, but whatever. So here we are, down Saturday morning routine. In this road here, it's going to be a busy day in the roads. A lot of people are getting back in from traveling, and people are traveling, and here we go. So let's get rid of the garbage. All right, we got the garbage out, and now we're back on the road in the Ram 3500 with 81,000 miles on it. Good Lord. The kid jinxed herself. So last night.
Looks like there's stop and go traffic.
Yeah, oh, great. This is going to kill the day if that's the case. Yeah, so apparently the kid's disclosing the poop information. Yes, go ahead, my young little lady.
Yep, how ridiculous is this? A Saturday morning. I'm not
Probably
surprised.
Probably a tractor on the road.
I am not surprised on this road.
Yeah, this road sucks. This is a main road. It goes from Maryland to Virginia.
So I see the dog poop last night.
I don't know last night, but then the kid all of a sudden realizes she's got to go back out to the barn.
Because there's nothing for dinner. Because someone said they were making dinner, but never did.
It wasn't me, somebody else.
Gee, thanks.
Aw, poor little kid.
Anywho,
yeah, so this is classic.
now what's going on here? People moved in,
Yeah, it's called making the best of it.
but
They need gravel. It's called
No,
money.
no,
Something's going on up here.
what is all this trash in there?
There's an accident here. This is the problem. This will get radical. If the fire truck gets here, then it's a fiasco.
Yeah, why is all this trash in the yard?
Because they're cleaning up their house, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's the new look of the neighborhood.
I like it. Wow.
Yeah. So what is this all about? I mean, this looks like a work crew.
It's not an accident, Mr. Worst Case Scenario.
Somebody's ground up this morning.
So I go out to the barn. I notice the poop, and I say, I bet you Dad will step in that in the morning. And I left it there.
Yeah, what happened this morning?
I literally said to myself, I bet Dad will step in this. And I went, oh well.
And then this morning, you all of a sudden, not realizing you'd have to
So
get
then
parts
I
for me to
bring
work
it-
out of my truck. You'd have to be in that area.
Yeah.
Never thinking
I
that
knew
through.
you would be going for a gauge. But,
Did you put the order in Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
so she jinxed herself. Yeah. If you're watching my videos.
I get 2 chicken pot pies, which, what a joke. I put 1 chicken pot pie and it takes 8 minutes. It's not something quick. Like, it's quick, but you have to wait a little. And I'm just sitting there waiting.
Saturday morning, not even 9 o'clock, and this is already just record traffic on this road. Just incredible. Just incredible. Yeah, you'll sit here for the next 10 minutes.
I knew it.
Just ridiculous.
I literally back riding gear. I don't even think I'm gonna make it to this lesson. And I'm getting fed up.
Oh boy.
So
now we finally get a chance to get up the road here. Thank God I'm not coming back in this way.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so for you to come back this way, you'll be sitting in bumper to bumper traffic.
I'm just honestly outraged.
It's called the roads. It's all living on the roads.
So what do you want for breakfast?
Same thing as yesterday.
Okay, look, so, like, I'm not trying to be rude. You want...
So this truck, so this truck broke down. It's a truck problem. Well, yeah, by the time you get back up here, it'll probably be hooked up and gone. So you should probably be all right, but let's see how far back it goes, right? Oh, the adventure.
I'm telling you, I pulled the thing out of the oven and then I dropped it on the floor. Face down. I even tried salvaging it. You want this sausage egg McMuffin, right?
Yeah.
With cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty mad about that. Do you want anything else?
No, I'm good.
Oh, I'm so glad I brought in a second one because I was actually mad.
What'd you eat about midnight?
No, I was like 10:15 or whatever. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Maybe like 9:30.
Classic. Oh, time to feed the monster. $4 fuel. Look at that, $100. It'll turn off. Oh, small tank. Can't get over how small these Ram truck tanks are. It's ridiculous. I mean, this thing maybe has a 20-gallon tank, my guess. Oh, this is classic. This is one of those days. Give me her breakfast. Oh, yeah. Oh, the beauty of living on the road. It's incredible how I have driven down this road on Saturdays, even Sundays, running my company, working my business. I mean, conservative 25 years. Wow. Quarter of a century. So, and this road here is not too bad. The problem's going to be when you get up on the Beltway and road work's being done, it'll be bumper to bumper traffic. So, got overcast here, so wow. It'll be a challenging day to be able to get around, work, get back home, get the trailers loaded up, bikes loaded up. I don't know, this is probably going to go to tomorrow. Talking about just too much driving in one day. This could turn into a 300+ mile driving day for me, easily, for what I got going on. So, yeah. Oh, the Ram 3500 just gets up the road. And boy, this truck, pretty incredible. This truck is getting ready to be 10 model years old. Truck's a 2014. This is one of the oldest vehicles I've owned in many years. I'd say since I was a kid. I would say since I was like 20 years old. So, wow. something how we all get so fixated on wanting to have the latest, greatest things, but yet these older vehicles, like this Ram truck, this thing just rides so nice. And it doesn't have all the technology stuff that borderline can make you go nuts sometimes. So it's just a never-ending marketing machine of these manufacturers constantly wanting to update their technology to drive you to go buy something new. Yeah, drive you to buy something new. I mean, it's just incredible. When I'm sure there's so many people out there, they're like, I just love the older vehicles now. At this point in my life, I just love the older vehicles because the technology in these older vehicles is by all means a really good, still good technology. And yeah, for me, that's the constant addiction of having the latest, greatest frickin' thing. And I get caught up in the moment. And then the dealership persuades me to do the deal. Yeah, who's selling who, right? Anyways, rolling down the road here in the Ram. I'm just thinking to myself, it makes more sense just to keep older things and instead of just keep on buying new things. But yeah, look at me, right? Hypocrite to the max to preach that idea. Because all I ever do is buy brand new stuff. Because supposedly it's a lot better. A gentleman reached out on my channel and says he's around my age and he was kind of in the same predicament that I'm in, where he questioned giving up his Harley, the new CVO Harley, but his comment was this new CVO Harley is just an incredible, refined product that really is a really nice motorcycle. I'm like, yeah, well, that's great comments, because that just now reinforces me to go buy it, right? First he said, the thing's not what people are saying it is. It's not really that different. Then I'd be like, huh, yeah, maybe you take a step back on that, right? Yeah, so, yeah, I talk about it many times in my Hellcat purchases. I had the Scat Pack Challenger and Charger so many years ago, and had I ever had the opportunity to drive the Hellcat before I bought it, in some aspects, part of me is like, I don't know if I'd have bought it, but yeah, right. Gotta have the latest, greatest. Oh, now we're on the crazy part, the Beltway, which for the moment, not too bad. We're kind of lucking out. Doesn't look like they got the road crew out working today. So that'll keep the traffic moving somewhat. So we head to the Cabin John Bridge. You know, on the street glide, I really have not really focused on this new CVO product. So last night I decided to go into the Harley website, do a little bit more research. And it's interesting, the Road Glide, the Road Glide in many aspects is really the better bike to buy. In all reality, I'd really rather probably buy that bike, because I just think the way they've kind of set it up this time is a little nicer, and it's a more confident bike up in the open highway speeds and all. But at the same time, that motorcycle weighs 862 pounds wet, meaning with fuel in it, and the Street Glide weighs 838 pounds. So there's about a close to, I guess, like a 24 pound difference in weight, which not big, but definitely the Road Glide is a heavier motorcycle because of that bigger wing. But I think the chrome, I think they call it like the scorched chrome or something. I can't remember the name of that chrome. It's like that. It's not blacked out, but on the one motorcycle, on the whiskey something, I'm trying to think of the name of that color, that's really nice, and it's a $6,000 option. That is all just chrome. But on the dark platinum, the one that I'm picking up, they call that chrome a different name. So what's such a bummer is I've got the nice Reinhardt exhaust on my Fast Johnny, and I'd so love to be able to put that on my new dark platinum CVO, but it's not going to match the exhaust system, so it would look dorky. But that's like an $800 plus a $900 slip-on muffler that I mean, I forgot about that yesterday negotiating the deal on the bike. I should have brought that up. So, anyways, the Road Glide, and also serious, I called the dealership and said, did that other person definitely take the Road Glide? Yeah. And they said they called me back if he didn't, because I'd get first chance to take it. But nope, it's taken. And, you know, the Street Glide's cool. I've just had so many Street Glides. It's incredible how many CVO Street Glides I've owned. So, and what'll be interesting on this Street Glide, typically the Street Glides have that really thin, you know, really cool looking seat, and man, it just gets your tailbone. I mean, it totally just, it hits that tailbone, and for me it does. Boy, after about an hour or two of riding, you get off that bike and you're limping around. It looks like rain. It looks like it's gonna start raining here any time. But anyways, on the motorcycle, you know, select few people have gotten these bikes, select few people have got the opportunity to ride them without buying them. And the big talk you hear is the inverted forks, the new Brembo brakes are bigger, the bigger throttle body for the fuel, air management, the bigger 121 motor, the new liquid cooled heads, the rider technology that keeps the bike more upright when you're going through corners. It keeps it more stable. The new infotainment center, big. It's a big ass infotainment screen, which I really think a lot of people will just not that excited about that look of that. I've talked about the new bat wing. It's more square. The fuel tank, 6 gallons. It's supposed to be a little more efficient. It's supposed to get like 45 miles per gallon. And the apparently the controls on the handlebars, those light up at nighttime, so you can see all your buttons, which buttons to push as you're going down the road. The wind buffering on the actual bat wing has been improved so that your helmet doesn't get that chatter where you kind of makes your head bounce around. The preload settings for the suspension, very interesting. Harley just won't go to that electronic suspension, which that's just kind of, to me, what a bummer. So you still manually have to adjust the suspension to what you feel will be the correct setup for you to you know, what your riding style and your weight. So I don't know why they're just continue to kick the electronic suspension down the road. That's interesting. You know what's really interesting as well? The tires are bias ply tires. They're 19-inch Dunlop front, 18-inch rear Dunlop tires that are bias tires. And I'm just like, wow. Wouldn't you think they'd be using radial tires, these motorcycles? I wonder what the downside is to the radial. I never really even focused on this per se, but I wonder what the downside is to that different style tire. You know, I'm not even real up to breast on, you know, our other motorcycle manufacturers putting radial tires on their motorcycles, or the bias ply is just a more stable tire. It doesn't flex as much or something. I'm not real sure on that. And then the spoke wheels, that's something they've which is pretty cool. The spoke wheels are really neat to kind of give it some character. And I don't know anything else off the tip of my tongue. The seat supposedly has been designed to be more comfortable, and then the lighting, of course, is nicer up front on the bat wing with those side light markers. And you have heated grips on it, which typically the Street Glide doesn't get the heated grips. And I did look, you can put a tour pack in the back of that bike for $3,000. You can put a tour pack. It's not like the limited style tour pack setup. I think it's a little smaller rear case, and it's a little smaller passenger rear back rest, if you want to call it that. So, wow, here we go. I wonder who that is. see. Not really sure on that. Yeah, so the rear, I think the rear taillights don't look that good on that bike. It kind of gives it it gives it more of an automotive car theme type of rear lights on it. And just off the tip of my tongue, thinking of any other things that stick out on that bike before I actually pick it up. And, you know, the biggest thing for me is to be riding that motorcycle. Is did Harley really accomplish getting away from that choppy? To me, it's much. The Harley Davidson over the Indians. The Harley is a rigid. These people here, you can't do that. These people are driving down the road and they are confused. So the real deal for me riding that motorcycle would be, hey, is this bike really a refined bike where it doesn't have that rigid, rough, cramped riding style? All right, let me take care of business here. You know, for me, I think this Ram truck just has such a great look. I just love the Ram 3500 Mega Cab truck. It's just such a practical truck. Such a friendly user truck with that big back area back there. I mean, it's just awesome. All right, let's keep on rolling. Wowsker, $5.20 in Maryland, $5 in Maryland, $4.20 diesel, $4.20. Wow. Diesel fuel isn't too bad compared to Virginia, but gas prices, wow. If you're ever in the Maryland area, you're paying $5. I mean, wow. Expensive gas is back. I guess the desire for electric vehicles to start to grow again. And, you know, $5, $6 gas, and that's all the conversation turns to. One nice thing about this Ram truck, the guy that owned this before me, I think he did a pretty good job on piping it. And since this doesn't have the heavy duty transmission in it, I got a Volkswagen or a super guy here next to me. Do I take him? I think I took him. Yeah, I got a little Subaru guy next to me. I think he was kind of racing, but then I think he thought, I ain't gonna do it, because if that truck really does beat me, I'll be ashamed of myself, this little two-door Subaru that I got. But this thing sounds so good going down the road. Really gives you that truck feel, that truck appeal. Oh, here in the back country now, heading back in, but boy, oh boy, it's gonna be like 12:30 before I even get back in. By the time I'll let everything up, it'll probably be close to 2 o'clock. Wow, not exciting. I wouldn't get over there. Right now, my guess is I'd get over there by 3 or 3:30. Yeah. Things you create upon yourself, right? You just know these stories. Yeah, I know. Just enjoy the Ram 3500 though. This is really such a nice truck. Look at those old barns over there. Money country, Montgomery County, Maryland. Money country here. It's always neat to be in the back country, back roads, these little stores and old buildings and all the older homes. Just such a nice, kind of lets the stress go a little bit when you're driving, being you're out more in the country, even though you have the country drivers that don't get down the road the fastest. But just, I've been driving this road now for 30 years. No lie. 30 plus years. Wow. Doesn't look much different either. Oh, we got the country drivers. Who doesn't just love going to the country ice cream store? That's a really good place right here. Ooh, this guy here is lost. Should have known that. Yeah, this is Pointer Rocks Creamery. And it's a really good place. Good stuff. People drive out here to get their ice cream. Then in the later summer months, the big sunflowers come out. See those? Isn't that pretty neat? Have more time to think about this deal. I don't know, that CVO Limited bike, I mean, it's got a heated seat. The guy put the meat hooks on it, basically the ape hammers, what do you want to call it, high reach handlebars. The guy did the complete exhaust, ripped out the Cadillac converter, Vance and Hines, I guess stage 2 tune. He did the fancy suspension, the rear shock suspension on it. He did a custom front fender on it. And as I say, he put the front LED lights on the bat wing to give it more exposure. And I think that's pretty much it. But it's just such a, oh, and you know, of course the custom exhaust, but it's just such a nice damn bike. I just don't really want to part with that. And Harley's playing hardball, making me give up 2 bikes for 1. I don't know, man. Part of me says to set it out and just pick one up next year. I mean, I think that's probably the smart thing to do, personally. All right, well, get this. I just called the dealer. And I told the key person there, well, I talked to the lady there they deal with a lot, really great lady that works there in the finance. And I just sort of said, you know what, I'm just not comfortable with the deal. I'm not. I don't like the deal. I don't like it. So she put me over to Steve, the GM there, and I said, look, I'm just not part of CVO Limited. I'm not going to do it. I mean, if Harley's paying hardball on that, I don't want to give it up. Because I don't owe a ton of money in that bike, meaning every bit of what I owe on it, I can sell it and make some money off of it. But giving it to him, I'm not going to make any money. But it's just such a rare, the bike has too many add-ons on it. It's just too special a bike to me, and I'm just having a hard time getting rid of it. So for the ST, no doubt, to let go of the Fast Johnny ST for a CVO Street Glide, yeah, I'll do that in a heartbeat. So let's see. So anyways, I told him, you know, I get it if you gotta let the bike go, but he's like, you know what, let me call Harley Davidson Financial and see if they'll go the extra mile. So if this deal plays out, oh my gosh. So stay tuned. I'm getting back into my shop, so I'm gonna make a little video now, what's going on this morning, and then if there's more to come, then I'll post more videos of the updated whatever's going on. So I guess stay tuned for the continued adventures of the CVO Street Glide 2023. Well, hey, we got an update on a 2023 Harley-Davidson CVO Street Glide that obviously isn't sitting here in my shop, is it? Guess what? Deal ain't going down. I just canceled the deal. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't part with my Fast Johnny. I just can't do it. The Piglet, I'm just addicted to this little Piglet right here. And wow, the CVO Limited right here, I'm just too addicted to my CVO Limited. I just can't do it. The deal has been canceled.